Hi everyone, it was great to be asked to speak at the Gather Movement Summit in Manchester in 2022 when you gathered here. You might remember Ian Rutherford was on stage with me that day and he asked me what my advice was to you all. And I remember saying, just keep on doing what you are all doing because you're making such a huge contribution across the UK and in all of our cities and towns. I then challenge you to be even more ambitious in your asks of political leaders and in your efforts to work together and build more collaboration so that we can bring about more transformational change in our communities. Sometimes organisations working in very important areas can do it in isolation. And we've learned here in Greater Manchester that you multiply what can be done, the more that everybody faces in the same direction, pulls in the same direction, and that's the power of networks. I know that you are rising to that challenge, and I am very encouraged at the title of your Gather Movement Summit for this year in Derby. I see a new city. Your ambition is to bring into reality cities and towns that are unified, poverty-free, full of social impact, entrepreneurship, and helping children and young people to reach their full potential. What a vision that is. And finally, perhaps it does feel now there is some hope on the horizon. I support you in this ambition. I know how important it is to mobilize your faithful capital within the cross-sector collaboration and whole society approach that we need to have to help such hopes become a reality. In Greater Manchester, I have made a clear commitment at the start of my third mayoral term to work with our VCFSE organisations as equal partners in the delivery of our shared missions and then to commission them accordingly. Imagine if we could all do that across the country. I have also committed to unite our food security, digital inclusion, homelessness and real living wage action networks together with local climate and green space action groups. And we're going to do all of this via GM Networks Connect. The network of networks idea pioneered by our very own Reverend Ian Rutherford. We are creating an independent digital platform for it to nurture a community of common practice around bottom-up action across Greater Manchester to improve our places and increase support for people in need. So in conclusion, I want to thank you all so much for everything that you are doing in your various places across the country, for everything that you've built over the last decade or so, and for the values that you bring to your work. Dignity, decency, humanity, that's what's needed in times like these. And you are putting those values at the heart of your organisations, and that is why they are making such a difference for people. My message to you all as you meet in Derby this time around is to dig deep within your deliberations and to share the full fruits of your labours with us so that together we can build the new city.